In today's fast-paced world where information flows incessantly and communication is constant, silence has become a rare and undervalued commodity. Yet in the spiritual realm, silence holds immense power, especially when dealing with monitoring spirits. These unseen forces, which seek to derail our progress and sabotage our destinies, thrive on the information they gather about us. Thus, maintaining silence in critical moments becomes not just wise but essential. Monitoring spirits are malevolent entities that observe, record, and manipulate the lives of individuals. They operate in secrecy, often influencing events and circumstances in ways that are difficult to detect. To protect ourselves from their harmful influence, it is crucial to understand the strategic importance of silence. This speech will explore why silence is a powerful weapon in the battle against monitoring spirits. We will delve into the spiritual, psychological, and practical aspects of silence, examining how it can safeguard your destiny, fortify your spirit, and ultimately lead you to victory over these spiritual adversaries. To fully grasp the importance of silence, it is essential to understand the nature of monitoring spirits. These spirits, also known as familiar spirits, are demonic entities assigned to observe individuals closely. They gather information about a person's action, plans, and even thoughts, using this intelligence to hinder their progress and manipulate their circumstances. Monitoring spirits can operate through various channels, including people, dreams, and circumstances. They are often sent by those who harbor jealousy, envy, or ill will towards you. These spirits exploit the information they gather to orchestrate setbacks, delays, and failures in your life. Their primary objective is to prevent you from fulfilling your God-given purpose. In the presence of such spiritual adversaries, silence becomes a crucial defense mechanism. By withholding information about your plans, desires, and challenges, you effectively starve these spirits of the knowledge they need to sabotage your progress. Silence, therefore, is not merely a lack of speech. It is a deliberate act of spiritual self-preservation. The Bible offers profound insights into the power of silence, especially in the context of spiritual warfare. Scripture is replete with examples of how silence was used as a tool for protection, wisdom, and victory. These examples serve as powerful reminders of why we should embrace silence in our own lives. One of the most striking examples of the power of silence can be found in the life of Jesus Christ. In Matthew 27:12-14, when Jesus was brought before the chief priests and elders, he chose to remain silent in the face of the accusations. Despite their attempts to provoke him, he refused to speak, much to their amazement. This silence was not a sign of weakness. Rather, it was a demonstration of his sovereignty and control over the situation. Jesus understood that his silence will protect his mission and fulfill his divine purpose. By not giving his adversaries the words they sought, he retained control over the narrative and ensured that God's will was accomplished. This example teaches us that silence can be a powerful act of obedience and trust in God's plan, especially when facing spiritual opposition. The book of Proverbs also highlights the wisdom of silence. Proverbs 17:28 states, "Even a fool is considered wise if he keeps silent, and discerning if he holds his tongue." This verse underscores the value of silence as a means of preserving one's reputation and avoiding unnecessary conflict. In the context of monitoring spirits, this wisdom is especially relevant. By remaining silent, we avoid providing these spirits with the information they need to hinder our progress. Moreover, Isaiah 53:7 speaks of the Messiah saying, "He was oppressed and afflicted, yet he did not open his mouth. He was led like a lamb to the slaughter, and as a sheep before its shearers is silent, so he did not open his mouth." This passage illustrates the strength and resolve found in silence, even in the face of severe trials. It serves as a reminder that silence can be a powerful expression of faith and trust in God's plan. In spiritual warfare, silence is a powerful and often underutilized weapon. Monitoring spirits rely on the information they gather to craft their attacks. When you remain silent, you create a barrier that prevents these spirits from gaining access to your thoughts, plans, and emotions. This frustrates their efforts and diminishes their ability to influence your life. Silence in spiritual warfare is not passive. It is an active and strategic choice. By choosing silence, you deny monitoring spirits the ammunition they need to carry out their attacks. This can mean refraining from sharing your dreams, plans, or struggles with others, particularly those who may be influenced by monitoring spirits. In doing so, you protect yourself from spiritual sabotage and keep your destiny secure. The story of Nehemiah provides a powerful example of how silence can be used effectively in spiritual warfare. When Nehemiah was tasked with rebuilding the walls of Jerusalem, he faced intense opposition from enemies who sought to stop the work. However, Nehemiah practiced silence by not revealing his plans to his adversaries. In Nehemiah 2:12, he says, "I had not told anyone what my God had put in my heart to do for Jerusalem." This silence protected the work and allowed Nehemiah to complete the task God had given him. In spiritual warfare, silence is a strategy that confounds the enemy. By keeping your plans and thoughts concealed, you deny monitoring spirits the information they need to craft their attacks. Silence, therefore, becomes a shield that guards your spirit and ensures your victory. Your destiny is a divine assignment, a purpose that God has ordained for your life. Monitoring spirits are acutely aware of the significance of your destiny, and their primary goal is to prevent you from fulfilling it. They do this by gathering information about your plans, desires, and weaknesses, which they use to create obstacles and delays. Silence plays a crucial role in protecting your destiny from these spiritual adversaries. When you choose to be silent, you withhold the information that monitoring spirits need to carry out their attacks. This deprives them of the opportunity to sabotage your progress and allows you to stay on course towards fulfilling your purpose. In addition to protecting your destiny, silence also allows you to receive divine guidance more clearly. In moments of silence, you can hear God's voice more distinctly, allowing you to make decisions that are aligned with His will. This is particularly important when facing challenges or uncertainties, as divine guidance can help you navigate these situations with wisdom and discernment. Furthermore, silence helps you to maintain spiritual focus. In the absence of noise and distractions, you can concentrate fully on your relationship with God and your divine assignment. This focus is essential in ensuring that you stay aligned with God's plan for your life and resist the temptation and distractions that monitoring spirits may use to derail you. The Bible emphasizes the importance of guarding our hearts and minds, as these are the areas where monitoring spirits often seek to infiltrate. Proverbs 4:23 advises, "Above all else, guard your heart, for everything you do flows from it." Silence is a practical way to guard your heart and mind, protecting them from the influence of monitoring spirits. By embracing silence, you create a spiritual environment that is conducive to growth, discernment, and divine protection. This environment is crucial in safeguarding your destiny and ensuring that you fulfill the purpose that God has ordained for your life. In addition to its spiritual significance, silence also offers profound psychological benefits. These benefits are particularly important when dealing with monitoring spirits, as they help to fortify your mind and emotions against the enemy's attacks. One of the key psychological benefits of silence is stress reduction. In moments of silence, your mind has the opportunity to rest and reset, reducing the mental clutter that often accompanies stress. This clarity of mind is essential in spiritual warfare, as it allows you to think clearly and make wise decisions. Silence also enhances your ability to listen, not just to others but to your own thoughts and emotions. This heightened self-awareness is crucial in detecting the subtle influences of monitoring spirits. By being in tune with your own mind, you can recognize when external forces are trying to manipulate your thoughts or emotions. Furthermore, silence improves concentration and focus. In the absence of noise, you can direct your full attention to the task at hand, whether it is prayer, meditation, or planning. This focused attention is a powerful tool in spiritual warfare, as it helps you to stay aligned with God's will and resist the distractions of the enemy. Another psychological benefit of silence is the promotion of emotional regulation. When you are silent, you give yourself time to process your emotions and respond to situations with wisdom rather than impulse. This emotional control is vital in dealing with monitoring spirits, as they often seek to provoke reactions that can lead to spiritual setbacks. In addition, silence fosters a sense of inner strength and resilience. When you choose to be silent in the face of adversity, you demonstrate control over your circumstances and refuse to be swayed by external pressures. This inner strength is a powerful defense against monitoring spirits, as it makes you less vulnerable to their attacks. The psychological benefits of silence extend beyond the immediate moment. Over time, regular practice of silence can lead to increased self-discipline, improved mental health, and greater spiritual resilience. These attributes are invaluable in the ongoing battle against monitoring spirits. Silence is not just a defensive strategy, it is also a powerful tool for spiritual growth. In moments of silence, we create space for introspection, prayer, and communion with God. This silence allows us to connect with our inner selves and with God on a deeper level, leading to spiritual maturity. In a world that values constant communication and noise, silence can be a revolutionary act. It is in the quiet moments that we can hear the still, small voice of God guiding us towards our purpose. This divine guidance is crucial in our battle against monitoring spirits, as it helps us to discern their tactics and resist their influence. Silence also fosters humility, a key attribute in spiritual growth. When we are silent, we acknowledge that we do not have all the answers and that we need God's wisdom to navigate life's challenges. This humility opens the door for God's grace to flow into our lives, empowering us to overcome the obstacles set by monitoring spirits. Furthermore, silence allows us to cultivate inner peace. In the absence of noise, we can confront our fears, doubts, and anxieties, bringing them before God in prayer. This process of silent reflection and prayer strengthens our faith and equips us to stand firm against spiritual attacks. The Bible often speaks of the importance of silence in our relationship with God. Psalm 62:5 says, "For God alone, O my soul, wait in silence, for my hope is from Him." This verse underscores the significance of waiting in silence before God, trusting in His timing and His plans for our lives. Silence also allows us to reflect on our actions and make necessary adjustments. In moments of silence, we can evaluate our spiritual journey, identify areas where we need growth, and seek God's guidance in making changes. This self-reflection is crucial for spiritual development and helps us to stay aligned with God's will. Moreover, silence provides an opportunity for deep and meaningful prayer. In the quietness of our hearts, we can pour out our souls to God, expressing our deepest desires, fears, and hopes. This intimate communion with God strengthens our relationship with Him and empowers us to face the challenges of life with confidence and faith. Embracing silence, especially in the context of monitoring spirits, requires intentionality and practice. Here are some 7 practical steps to help you cultivate the habit of silence. Number 1 is practice mindful silence. Set aside time each day to be silent and mindful. Use this time to focus on your thoughts, prayers, and reflections. This practice will help you to become more comfortable with silence and more attuned to your inner self. Number 2 is avoid oversharing. Be mindful of what you share with others, especially when it comes to your plans, dreams, and struggles. Remember that monitoring spirits often work through people, so it is wise to keep certain things between you and God. Number 3, cultivate a prayerful silence. Use silence as an opportunity to pray and seek God's guidance. In moments of silence, ask God to reveal His will for your life and to protect you from the influence of monitoring spirits. Number 4 is develop discernment. Silence is not just about withholding information. It is also about discerning when to speak and when to remain silent. Ask God for the wisdom to know when to share and when to keep things to yourself. Number 5 is create a silent space. Designate a specific place in your home or environment where you can retreat for moments of silence and reflection. This space will serve as a sanctuary where you can connect with God and recharge your spirit. Number 5 is practice silence in conversations. In your interactions with others, practice the art of listening more and speaking less. This will not only help you avoid unnecessary conflicts, but also protect you from inadvertently revealing information that monitoring spirits could use against you. Number 5 is embrace silence in adversity. When faced with challenges or opposition, choose to remain silent and seek God's guidance before reacting. This will help you respond with wisdom and avoid falling into the traps set by monitoring spirits. The rewards of embracing silence are manifold, particularly when dealing with monitoring spirits. By practicing silence, you safeguard your destiny, protect your spiritual well-being, and fortify your mind against the enemy's attacks. But the benefits of silence extend beyond these immediate advantages. They also contribute to your overall spiritual growth and relationship with God. One of the most significant rewards of silence is the deepened sense of peace that comes from trusting in God's protection. When you choose to be silent, you demonstrate faith in God's ability to shield you from harm and guide you on the right path. This trust leads to a profound inner peace that cannot be shaken by external circumstances. Silence also enhances your ability to hear God's voice. In the stillness, you can receive divine revelations, guidance, and wisdom that are essential for navigating life's challenges. This clear communication with God is invaluable in fulfilling your purpose and overcoming the obstacles set by monitoring spirits. Furthermore, silence fosters spiritual resilience. As you practice silence, you build the discipline and strength needed to withstand the pressures and temptations of life. This resilience is crucial in maintaining your spiritual focus and resisting the influence of monitoring spirits. Additionally, silence allows you to cultivate a deeper relationship with God. In the quiet moments, you can experience God's presence more intimately, leading to a stronger and more fulfilling spiritual life. This closeness with God empowers you to live a life that is aligned with His will and purpose. The rewards of embracing silence are not just spiritual, but also practical. By practicing silence, you become more intentional in your words and actions, leading to more thoughtful and effective decision making. This intentionality helps you to avoid unnecessary conflicts and stay focused on your goals. Moreover, silence enhances your relationship with others. By listening more and speaking less, you show respect and consideration for those around you, leading to healthier and more meaningful connections. This improved communication also protects you from the negative influences of monitoring spirits, who often work through people to derail your progress. In conclusion, the rewards of embracing silence are both profound and far-reaching. By choosing silence, you protect your destiny, fortify your spirit, and cultivate a deeper relationship with God. These rewards are invaluable in the ongoing battle against monitoring spirits and in living a life that is aligned with God's purpose. In a world that is constantly clamoring for our attention, silence can seem like a radical choice. Yet in the spiritual realm, silence is a powerful weapon, especially in the battle against monitoring spirits. These spirits thrive on the information they gather, and by choosing to be silent, you deny them the tools they need to sabotage your progress. Silence is not just about refraining from speech. It is about creating a space where you can connect with God, hear His voice, and protect your destiny. It is a deliberate act of spiritual warfare that shields you from the influence of monitoring spirits and allows you to walk confidently in your God-given purpose. As you embrace the power of silence, you will find that it leads to profound spiritual growth, psychological resilience, and a deeper relationship with God. You will become more discerning, more intentional, and more aligned with God's will for your life. So, in the next time you are tempted to speak, remember the power of silence. Choose to be silent, and in that silence, you will find strength, wisdom, and protection from the monitoring spirits that seek to derail your destiny. Embrace the quiet and let it lead you to victory. Thank you.